Pick in the future. Amazing next-generation transportation. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Before we begin, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any future updates. Many years from now, global transportation will be vastly different than today. Contrary to industry they pertain to, many mythological visions become a reality as humanity becomes more aware of necessity for progressive technical improvements. The transportation sector is one important industry that the entire world depends on. If you enjoy science fiction, you're probably already familiar with some of the futuristic spacecraft and other strange vehicles that the transportation sector is expected to develop soon. So, by 2050, how many of this will truly materialize? Let's check it out. Number 1. Fully autonomous car brands will follow Tesla's lead in producing new high-tech electric vehicle models, and cars will be powered by electricity. A few of these will be able to travel 1,000 miles thanks to new battery technology. Gas stations will be replaced by at-home charging stations that can recharge automobiles in as little as 10 minutes, taking the place of gas stations. As autonomous driving technology expands, people will be able to unwind while their cars drive themselves. With no human involvement, autonomous semi-trucks will distribute supplies across the nation. For minor orders like food and deliveries, robots and autonomous delivery vans will do the same tasks. Lastly, delivery drone swarms will drop down products from floating warehouses in the air. Number 2. To address the issue of getting crucial supplies and equipment to disaster areas, the company HDR created the Mobile Acute Service Hospital, aka MASH. The quick and effective deployment of medical personnel, tools, and supplies to disaster areas is crucial for survival and recovery. The Mobile Acute Services Hospital, or MASH, a pod-based drone system that can be erected anywhere without relying on existing infrastructure or a pre-prepared site. As discussed in this video, the technology has the ability to hover over disaster areas, below commercial aircraft's cruising height, and at a safe distance from potential hazard. The necessary facility will then be put together using a number of connectable modular clinical and support pods to construct an elevated station. MASH is designed to offer a scalable and quick response fit for each event in a world where the frequency and catastrophes like terrorist attacks, conflicts, and climate change-induced natural disaster is constantly rising. 3. Over 2 billion more people are expected to live in cities worldwide in 30 years. Elon Musk claims that in order to accommodate this, roadways must be 3D, which calls for either flying cars or tunnels. He thinks the tunnel is the best solution for this problem. Elon Musk's Boring Company is currently excavating tiny test tunnel beneath cities. If Musk can dramatically reduce the cost of boring, cities will have thousands of tunnels beneath them by 2050, transporting vehicles and people in electric sleds. However, other businesses like Uber and Airbus are placing their belts in the air. They are building electrical vertical takeoff and landing aircraft for e-vehicles. They have a large urban market, and studies have shown that they might be quite successful. By 2050, it's likely that cities will be crowded with air taxis that quickly transport passengers through the air. Roads will be changed physically. People will be transported around cities in electric robo-taxis and buses. Trams and underground subways will effectively move large number of people around. Gyroscopic buses will be hovering and passing directly over the traffic on the street. Finally, electric scooters and bikes for pedestrians will be digitally rentable and available on the sidewalks. Number 4. High-speed rail will soon be available everywhere. Numerous brand new rail mega projects such as the California High-Speed Rail and Rail Baltica will swiftly carry commuters all around the world. Some maglev-powered trains can travel at speeds up to 400 mph, making them as fast as commercial aircraft. Other trains will switch to using hydrogen as fuel or electricity. Global high-speed rail expansion will soon be accompanied by even more cutting-edge technology. With top speeds of 760 miles per hour, the Hyperloop, also known as vacuum-sealed maglev trains, will revolutionize long-distance and ground transportation. Traditional airlines will be far outpaced by Hyperloop technologies. Many businesses, including Transit, Virgin, and Heart Hyperloop, are vying for market dominance using this technology. Virgin Hyperloop has already carried its first human passengers on a 500-meter functioning test track in Nevada desert. There may be a Hyperloop system everywhere. In contrast to current 3-hour vehicle ride, a Hyperloop trip from Los Angeles to San Diego would take just 12.5 minutes. Number 5. The journey for passengers in the bus is anticipated to be similar to that of a double-decker bus in the top level. They will either board and exit at stations along the side of the road with platforms that are at the bus floor height and resemble elevated railway stations, or they will use stairs that descend through the bus roof from a station that resembles a pedestrian bridge. It has a top speed of 60 km per hour or 37 mph. Up to 1,200 passengers can fit in different models, with the larger ones being articulated to make turning easier. Number 6. Boom Supersonic, Virgin Galactic, and a number of other companies are seeking to put supersonic jets back into service by 2050. These aircraft will be up to 4 times as fast as conventional airliners by 2030, flying between 1,000 and 2,300 miles per hour, even though planes will already travel at higher speeds. By 2029, the startup Hermes intends to have a Mach 5 hypersonic passenger aircraft completed. With it, a flight from New York to Paris would only take 90 minutes. By 2050, a supersonic and hypersonic aircraft will resemble Concorde, but be safer. Nevertheless, this will be on the small scale. Large-scale airliners will have to go green to aid in the fight against climate change. Electric airplanes will appear to address this extremely low fuel prices and upgraded batteries. The British airline EasyJet is now building a fleet of electric aircraft that it intends to have in operation by 2030. Soon, domestic short-haul flights are anticipated to be dominated by electric aircraft. They will, however, move slowly and have limited ranges. Aircraft fueled by hydrogen will take over for longer-range trans and transcontinental flights. Airbus is assisting in realizing this goal. It is creating 3 concepts for commercial hydrogen-powered aircraft, with a goal of having them in the air by 2035. These airplanes will fly just as quickly as modern turbofan aircraft using green hydrogen combustion. By 2050, they may totally replace aircraft fueled by fossil fuels. With greener aircraft taking on new forms, the Flying V, an aircraft where the fuselage doubles as the wing, is currently being developed by the Dutch airline KLM. This layout will expand the interior while ideally reducing fuel consumption by 20%. By the end of 2030s, KLM wants to put the aircraft into service. they may be widespread by 2050. Last but not least, airships will make a reappearance with plenty of space. 80 to 90% fewer emissions than aircraft-taking views, and the capacity to land practically anywhere. By 2050, they might be typical, carrying freight to far-off places and acting as opulent kayaks for wealthy. Number 7. The future of boats is electric. Currently, firms like ARC and Exture are creating small all-electric boats, whereas businesses like Navier and Silent Yachts are creating solar-powered electric yachts. Electric boats will be widely used, gently skimming across oceans and lakes. Large-scale ships will transition to becoming environmentally friendly in the interim. Starting with military and cruise ships, hydrogen fuel cells and battery will eventually power in container ships. Fully autonomous electric container ship, known as Yara Birkeland, already exists in Norway. Currently, the EU project flagship is trying to launch the first container ship powered by hydrogen into the ocean. Autonomous cargo ships that run on hydrogen and electricity will rule the maritime sector and glide pollution-free through our oceans. Number 8. By 2050, individuals will travel the world on rockets. SpaceX plans to use this new spacecraft for extremely fast 17,000 mph voyages from Earth to the planet. With a Starship, the trip from New York City to Shanghai will take just 39 minutes. By 2050, humanity will also travel between planets using rockets. Starships will ship space travelers to the moon and carry settlers to Mars. A space elevator will be created into the interim. The Japanese Obayashi Corporation intends to use carbon nanotube technology to construct a space elevator by the year 2050. Finally, a potential electric space catapult will be launched. A vacuum-sealed centrifuge that will accelerate payloads to 5,000 miles per hour before hurling them into space is currently being developed by the American startup Spintron. The Star Tram, a related concept, proposes an electromagnetic railgun that would launch cargo into space. By 2050, it's conceivable that a star from Tram or Spin launch system would be able to put payloads into orbit all across the planet for a portion of the price of today's rockets and with no emissions. What do you think about our video? Tell us in the comment section below, and if you have any questions or suggestions, then feel free to mention them in the comment section, and we will be surely respond to your request. If you like this video, don't forget to press the button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. In today's video, we are going to feature the 10 most cutting-edge camper trailers and recreational vehicles in the world.